Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing a quick stretch specifically for the spine and lower back. We're going to stretch it all out. A few cat-cows, puppy pose, downward dog. So if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and I'll meet you on the mat in tabletop position. Palms are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. And from here, we're going to arch your spine, look up. Tailbone reaches towards the ceiling. Round your spine, tuck your chin in, tuck your tailbone in. And breathe into this stretch. One more time, arch your spine, look up, and breathe here. Exaggerate these motions. So now round your spine. Breathe into your belly, send that air all the way into your belly. And then exhale all of it out. In your next inhale, arch your spine, look up, tailbone reaches towards the ceiling. And breathe here. Now, look down and walk your hands away from your knees, lowering your chest to the ground, forehead to the ground, puppy pose. Puppy pose has helped me strengthen my arms. And it's also so good for your lower back. Breathe here. Send that air into your lungs and feel your belly rise and collapse. Now pressing into your forearms, shift your hips towards the ground and lift your chest up. Look forward and breathe into Sphinx. Shoulders are back, chest is proud. Pressing into our forearms, send your hips back up into puppy pose, forehead on the mat. And send your hips all the way back to touch your heels into child's pose. Child's pose is really great for the lower back as well. It's a resting pose, but it also stretches out your spine. And back into tabletop, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. You can bend your knees, make sure that spine is long. Look up at your belly button. And try to touch your heels to the mat by walking the dog. Now press into your toes, bringing your body into plank. Shift back and forth onto your toes, stretching out those legs. Engage your core. Bring your knees onto the mat and send your hips back to touch your heels into child's pose. Now come back into tabletop position. And this is my favorite cat-cow version. Bring your foot out, your right foot out. So your heels are parallel to your left knee. And your toes are pointing away from your body towards the right. Palms are under your shoulders. Toe, left foot is untucked. And we're gonna do a few cat-cows in this position. You are gonna feel that stretch much deeper. So yeah, this is my favorite cat-cow. Now, round your spine and arch your spine at your own pace. I like to hold each pose and breathe into it. Bring your awareness to your body and make a note. Where are you feeling this stretch? I'm feeling it on my right side, right here, lower back and waist, as well as my shoulders and my neck is getting a good stretch. So now bring that leg in, back into tabletop, and we're gonna repeat on the other side. So make sure your left heel is parallel to your right knee and your toes are pointing towards the left side of the room. Send that air into your belly. And exhale all of it out. You'll notice that one side is more flexible than the other. And this can change. You know, it can change. Sometimes my left side is more flexible and then it's my right side. Because our body is meant to be constantly stretched out and, you know, on a regular basis. So today, my left side is actually more tense than my right side. Now bring your leg back in and back into puppy pose. Press into your forearms, bring your hips down to the mat. Lift your chest up into Sphinx. And breathe here. Now back into puppy pose. And without staying too long, send your hips back into child's pose. Pressing into your palms, shift your hips forward, all the way, without bending your elbows, upward facing dog, chest is proud. We are gonna press into our feet and float our knees off the mat. Tuck your toes into downward dog. Feel free to bend your knees. And back into tabletop position. Make your way to seated. Okay. Well, I hope you feel a little stretched out and I hope your back feels a little better. Thank you for joining me today and I hope you have yourselves a great rest of the day. Take care.